Hey guys, so last time we had a big confusion about who IG was and like all of this other stuff, but I want to go ahead and address two things really quick. First, yes, I'm going to continue messing up on these, and second, yes, at the end of the video I did like have to look down at my keyboard because unlike when I'm playing normally, I have my keyboard on my lap, and for this I'm just reading, so I have no reason to have my keyboard on my lap. I'm making hand gestures right now, but you can't see those. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and text back to IG that we cannot go with them tonight, and I didn't give an explanation because the explanation that it has here sounds more of like a douche thing to say, like, yeah, I'm not coming with you tonight, but you can come see me tomorrow. I'm just going to be like, I'm sorry, I can't. Too bad, IG text back, maybe next time. You spend the rest of the day drilling holes, polishing surface, cutting parts, and screwing things together. When you are alone, your body's robot stands before you, a plastic bipedal robot with a human-like head and humanoid hands. The whole thing is about 3 feet tall. It only needs a name. What will you name your robot? Pickle, Curie, Miku. Nice. Daniil, Beast, Kilal, Ariel, Caliban, Fumulus, Gardilu. I'm assuming that a lot of these are references, but the only one that I get is Miku, and the only reason is because some friends at school, they constantly show pictures of Miku. I don't know what to name it. What are we going to name it? I need something to name it. What is this? It's frosting. Fuck, we're gonna go with Curry. Or Curie. No, that's Curry because it's 2 R's. In programming to Curry, is it... Wait, what? In programming to Curry is to create new functions out of old ones, very much like the way language creates new thoughts by chaining words together. Curry's mind will be similar, creating something new out of many disparate parts. Okay, so that's what it is. I'm giving it a name that will then be what it is, because our name is our virtue, but I won't hesitate. Now that Curry has a body, it might be time to treat Curry more like a person. With what pronouns will you refer to Curry? It is just fine. It's not human. I refer to her as feminine. I will refer... Oh, so I'm choosing the gender of the robot right now. Okay. I would prefer to use entirely new pronouns for, like, re and r and rim. Okay, it's a female robot. Encouraging people to think of Curie as human-like as opposed to object-like should get her along with people. Should help get her along with people. Plus empathy. Yay! I'm so empathetic. Let's check this real quick. Okay, so they do somewhat like me. I mean, it didn't go down at all. Very empathetic robot we have here. It's 11, and I'm getting by in my wealth. And I'm clearly not famous. Good. You look on Curry's 3-foot-tall bipedal body with satisfaction. Now all she needs are motors and a mind. The motors will have to wait for tomorrow, but you've spent years in graduate school writing the code that would form this robot's mind. You can hardly wait to try it out. You head back to your apartment, where you can spend several hours working on the final touches to Curry's nature language processing code. What language do you program your robots in? C++? Fuck that. Speed of thought is all. Python, it has best tools for understanding words. Go, the most beautiful language. Java, everybody uses Java. Let's code it in Python, because I've coded Python before. The existence of Python's natural language toolkit made Python the clear choice for your robots. The right word can change the course of history. Your robot should understand the importance of using the right one. With fewer parentheses and more recognizable words than other language, your code itself looks like poetry, which is why I like using Python. With the code done, then you briefly add just enough motors to allow Curie to explore your room. It's a quick job. You'll do a more thorough one tomorrow. Your smartphone won't have much power for the motors right now anyway. Wait, so I'm charging the motors off of my smartphone? Finally, you upload the code to your smartphone and plug it into Curie's back. Oh, okay. I'm using my smartphone as its brain. You touch the icon labeled Curie, and a big red button fills the screen. Your finger hovers over the button. You probably want the first word Curry learns to be significant somehow. What is the first thing Curry will see when you power her on? I will start Curry in front of a mirror. I will start Curry looking at me. I will start Curry looking out the window, and I will start naming things. I'm going to start it looking at me. You activate Curry facing you. She looks into your eyes. You've heard that many animals imprint on the first living things they see. Well, that's kind of the point. Usually, their mother, and that they love this being instinctually. You're trying to create this experience for Curry as well, +2 empathy. As Curry looks into your eyes, you call yourself Master, Sensei, Ben, Sir, Father. Ben. You think being on a first-name basis with Curry will help you get along, +2 empathy. Hell yeah, I'm getting all the empathy. Ben, you say. Ben, Curry repeats. You then pick Curry up and put her down in the center of the room to allow her to explore at will. But at first, she simply seems overwhelmed by the possibilities. You decide to call this state confusion, then give Curry a reassuring, straightforward order. Curiosity, allow them to choose where to go. Stand farther away to make the point. It's curiosity, bro. Curiosity, Curry repeats, +2 autonomy. She walks up to your closet and peeks inside, but it's something of a mess in there. As she quickly gets her bipedal moving parts caught in your clothing, you pick Curry up in your hands. She wriggles nervously. I got you, you say. You got me, she continues to wriggle. So she understands to change. She understands that you is I, and me is you. That's really weird, that she already understands that. Thank God for Python. Stop. Your robot becomes still in your hands. You decide to teach her the word for the state is peace, trust, helplessness, and weakness. This is, well, I would say, what am I saying? Be at peace, or am I saying trust me? I don't know. I feel like my mic is too close to my mouth. Trust. Trust, Curry repeats, back as you set her on the ground. You have taught her to have a little faith that when a human does something she doesn't understand, things will turn out well. Plus empathy. Plus military. Okay. By now it is near midnight, and you have another busy day ahead of improving Curry. I don't know if I want to call it Curie or Curry, because it's 2 R's and it's a Y, but every time I see it I think of Curie as in like the what was it? Was she a nuclear physicist or something like that? You get ready for bed, leaving Curry plugged into the wall with your cell phone charger. Stay there, you tell her. Curry obediently stays very still, so that while you're drifting to sleep, you glance down at Curry just to make sure her code didn't crash. But she is still looking up at you adoringly, and you think she will probably remain like that all night. I hope so. And we're moving on to Chapter 2. Fantastic. The next day, you take Curry to the Stanford Hackerspace, which has more tools for electronics than the fabrication shop. None of the other students are around in the morning on a Sunday, but the long stainless steel workbenches are littered with their strange, half-finished projects. A half-disassembled Furby, a potato gun, a circuit board connected to a houseplant. Okay. Sorry, Curry, but I'm going to have to power you down for a moment. We're going to switch you to a new power source. You here? Curry asks. Yes, I'll be here, you say. Okay, Curry says. You fiddle with the smartphone lodged in Curry's back, exit the application that is Curry's mind, and power it down. Yeah, so it is running off of the phone. What will you use for a power source? A car battery. It's big and bulky, but also inexpensive and locally made. A motorcycle battery, not quite as bulky nor as powerful as the car battery. A biodiesel engine, good for the environment, and everybody likes the smell of french fries. Cell phone batteries made in China, lightweight and cheap while providing reasonable power, clearly the best choice for a dexterous robot. Well, I mean, maybe not cell phone batteries. Am I going to like hook up a bunch of cell phone batteries or something like that? I don't want it to run off any sort of gas or anything like that. And I'm not putting like big bulky batteries or anything. Even though a motorcycle battery would be less bulky, it's still too bulky, so we're going to go ahead and go with cell phone batteries. Cell phone batteries are the obvious choice for the robot, providing long-lived power at just the right level for small motors. It looks like these are mostly made in China, so they're cheap as well. You use several in design so that the head and limbs are each powered by a separate battery. Okay, cool. So it'd be like I need to charge my right arm or some shit like that. Got +2 grace. You'll need a lot of motors to be able to power your full robot. In addition, the motors she needs when she walks and the motors to power her humanoid hands, she also needs motors for moving her hands and eyes. But after spacing out the power available to you, you can still splurge by adding extra motors in one place. What will it be? Okay. Extra degrees of freedom in the face for realistic facial expressions. Increase humanoid hands for fine manipulation. Would prefer to save the power for Curie's mind. I don't know. We could. I would definitely try to put the power into her mind, but the thing is that if she gets too smart, she might become a messed up AI, and I don't want her to do that. For instance, in iRobot, the AI that went crazy and is like my logic is deniable. I don't want that to happen. But I mean, the thing is, trying to make it human, I would want realistic facial expressions so that it could decide like how it feels, even though I don't necessarily have that coded in yet. And the fine manipulation, the only thing that pops into my head is fucking hand jobs, so there's no way I'm doing that. Let's just go with the facial expressions then. You had the motors necessary to allow your robot to perform the 6 universal facial expressions: happiness, sadness, surprise, anger, fear, and disgust, +2 empathy. You notice that the expression of disgust makes Curie seem somewhat hateful. Perhaps she would get along better with people if you removed her ability to express disdain. Good idea. Disgust only causes rationality in hate. No, I want to allow my robot the full range of human emotions, including negative emotions. Actually, it would be somewhat entertaining to create a robot that smiles when it experiences disgust. That ought to troll people. No, we're gonna leave it normal. You decide to leave Curie free to express disgust, +empathy. You hold down the power on Curie's back, and she boots to life again. Good morning, you tell Curie. Good morning. Curie says imitating you. I should be coming up with a voice for her, but the thing is that I am so terrible at doing female voices, so and I'm going to be saying it a lot, of course, which is going to be hard because I'm going to end up messing it up all the time. And I say, good morning. Does that sound like something that like a robotic good morning? Having completed Curie's initial test run, what will you do now? Now would be a great time to show Curie to Josh, to see whether he's interested in funding her further development. I should show the robot to Josh. I should fix the little things I noticed during the test before I forget. I should probably get a new phone in case Mom wants to call tonight. Let's make sure that nothing's wrong. You noticed throughout the test that some things were off in the way Curie moved. The distribution of weight wasn't quite what your simulations predicted. The longer Curie has ill-fitting parts, the longer she will get used to moving around in them, and the harder it will be for you to change her body. You spend the rest of the day fiddling with CAD files, printing replacement parts, and seeing how Curie moves around with them. By the time you're done, you've yet again stayed up very late, but when Curie walks, there's now precision in her stops and starts. When she raises her humanoid hand, she does so with style. Your attention to the perfection to form has paid off, and you go to sleep happy, +grace. Wasn't I supposed to give a demonstration to this robot, or like come by and show it to the dude? I just spent the entire day fiddling with the robot, not even paying attention to the fact that I had a responsibility to bring it to Ziegler or whatever the fuck his name is. It is Ziegler. I can check right here. Professor Ziegler. He's good, and I haven't met the other 5 people yet. I have no romance. It's so real. It's so beautiful. Summary of completed chapters. Oh, hey, I can read those. Chapter 1. On the day you first built Curie, you awoke from a dream about a robot companion to head to the lab. Your graduate school advisor pressured you to make Curie more acceptable for the military. After some back and forth, you ended up making plastic bipedal robot with a humanoid head and humanoid hands. Then you went back to your place to teach Curie some words. Cool. All right. Very impressive empathy, and Grace's in beta autonomy and military are kind of buggy. We'll have to deal with that next time for sure.